Have you ever noticed a friend who seems to smile, support you, but deep down, something just doesn't feel right? They cheer you on, they act all friendly, but you sense an undercurrent of tension. Do they genuinely celebrate your success, or is there something more beneath the surface? We've all been there. A friend who's close, yet sometimes their actions make you question if they're truly happy for you. Maybe it's not something you can put your finger on, but there's an odd feeling that they might not be as supportive as they appear. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, believed that much of human behavior is driven by unconscious emotions. And envy? It's one of the emotions that people often hide behind masks of kindness and civility. But how do you recognize envy when it's being hidden so well? That's exactly what we're going to uncover today. We'll explore 5 unmistakable signs that your friend might be secretly envious of you, even if they've always seemed like your biggest supporter. By the end of this video, you might start seeing your friendships in a whole new light. Sign number 4 is a game changer, so stick around. Before we dive into it, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss more content on human behavior and psychology. Let's get started. Sign 1. Subtle competition. Have you ever noticed that no matter what you achieve, your friend always seems to find a way to outdo you or even subtly downplay your success? It could be anything from a promotion at work to an accomplishment in your personal life. The moment you share your good news, they find a way to shift the focus to themselves. Maybe they tell you about a bigger win or even dismiss your achievement as not a big deal. Freud believed that low self-esteem often leads to this kind of behavior. Your success threatens their sense of security, so they feel the need to compete, even if it's in a subtle way. It's not necessarily an attack on you, it's more about their own insecurities and the fear that you might be doing better than them. So if they seem to always be one-upping you, or if they act uninterested in your wins, this could be a sign of envy lurking beneath the surface. Sign 2. Passive-aggressive behavior. Sometimes it's not about what they say, but how they say it. Have you ever gotten a compliment from a friend that just didn't feel right? Or maybe they make sarcastic remarks that seem like they're in good fun, but there's a sting to them. Maybe they say things like, "Wow, must be nice to have everything go your way," or, "Oh, you're so lucky to get that promotion, I guess I'll just have to work harder." On the surface, it may look like harmless banter, but these comments can often mask deep-rooted resentment. Freud's theory of repression explains this behavior. When someone feels envious, they often suppress these emotions and express them indirectly. The passive-aggressive comments are a way of releasing the built-up hostility without fully confronting their own jealousy. If these sarcastic jabs or veiled criticisms are frequent, it could be a sign that your friend is struggling with envy, but isn't comfortable showing it outright. Sign 3. Shifting moods. Have you ever felt like your friend's mood seems to shift depending on how you're doing? One minute, they're all smiles, genuinely enjoying your company, and the next, they're distant or even cold. It's almost as if their mood is tied to yours. When you're on a high, they act distant or disinterested, but when you're down, suddenly they're there, overly attentive. This is a subtle way to maintain control of the friendship dynamic. Freud argued that envy can manifest in this emotional mirroring behavior. They may act distant when you're thriving to keep you from feeling too good about yourself. Alternatively, when you're down, they want to feel more in control by stepping in and trying to lift you up. This shifting mood pattern is their way of asserting dominance in the relationship. Pay close attention to how they behave when things are going well for you. They might not be as supportive as they seem. Sign 4. Silence during key moments. This is one of the most telling signs. When something huge happens in your life, like a career milestone, a personal achievement, or a special event, your friend reacts with indifference, or worse, just doesn't react at all. Freud suggested that envy is rooted in unresolved internal conflict. If your friend can't seem to celebrate your success, it could be a sign that they feel threatened or resentful. For example, imagine you land your dream job, and instead of getting excited with you, they brush it off with a casual, "Oh, cool," or they suddenly become preoccupied with something else. That lack of enthusiasm could indicate a deeper emotional response, jealousy. In these moments, it's important to notice whether their reaction aligns with the happiness you'd expect from a supportive friend, or if there's a noticeable gap. Sign 5, subtle sabotage. This one is tricky. Your friend might not outright try to destroy your success, but there could be small, almost imperceptible actions that work against you. They might offer you advice that sounds good on the surface, but actually leads you down the wrong path. Or maybe they leave out crucial details that you need to succeed, leaving you to make mistakes. Freud's theory of the unconscious mind helps explain this. When someone feels threatened by your success, they may subconsciously undermine you to level the playing field. These actions often feel like accidents, but if they keep happening, it might be a sign that your friend is unintentionally, or maybe even intentionally, sabotaging you out of envy. Navigating envy in friendships. Now that you know what to watch out for, it's time to ask yourself, what can you do about it? How can you protect yourself while still fostering healthy, supportive relationships? Start with self-reflection. Are there areas in your life where you might feel insecure or envious? If you can recognize your own feelings of jealousy, it becomes easier to understand and navigate the envy in others. Practice self-compassion and focus on your personal growth, rather than comparing yourself to others. Next, open communication is key. If you sense something is off with a friend, talk it out. Be honest about how you feel and approach the situation with care. Healthy friendships thrive on trust and communication. And finally, remember to embrace an abundance mindset. There's plenty of success to go around. When you celebrate others' wins, you create a more positive, supportive space where everyone can thrive without fear of envy. Here is a bonus tip. Set boundaries and protect your peace. If you've honestly reflected on the situation, tried communicating openly, and the envy persists, it's time to set boundaries. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, a friendship may no longer be healthy. Protecting your peace and emotional well-being is key. You might need to limit how much you share with this person, or even distance yourself from the relationship, if it's consistently draining or toxic. True friends should lift you up, not make you feel bad about your achievements. If someone can't respect that, it may be time to reassess the relationship. What about you? Have you noticed any of these signs of envy in your friendships? How did you handle it? Feel free to share your experiences in the comments below, or you can just hit the like button as a sign that yes, you too have had to deal with envy from a friend or someone close. Until next time, see you in the next video and take care of yourself.